Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. We back with another one. We're gonna break down these new WBA rankings that just came out. So yeah, this is my first time checking them out as well. So we're gonna tap into it. Before I do that, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys like the content, all that good stuff. Feel free to follow my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram at Does Boxing. So we're gonna get to it, do a little screen share and talk about all these rankings and each division. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. All right. 1 second. Boom. All right, there it is. I bet. So, of course, we started the heavyweight division. Just taking a glance at it. So, at the top, we're looking like Usyk is going to get out of Ukraine and he's going to run it back with AJ sometime in June. That's what it's looking like. So, that's still a big fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking forward to that. I think Usyk got the advantage in that. So, we're going to see Trevor Brown versus Daniel Dubois. Now, this is for the regular title. Supposed to be the mandatory for the winner, Usyk and AJ. They had purse bids. Don King bid it over 3 million. This is not the first time he won a purse bid. We're just going to see if it's going to come through and follow through up with it. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to fight before July 28th, so we're going to see. But it's a pretty decent fight. Listen, if Trevor Bryant is in shape under 250, 245, something like that, quick, so he can be quick on his feet and get that jab popping, he can give Dubois some problems. But if he coming in at 267, 268 like he was for the last two fights, we may have a short night. So we're going to see. Who else we got? We got Michael Hunter, number two. He should have some fight news coming up. We haven't heard from him in a minute. Um, Robert Elias and Harry Fury was actually ordered to fight. But I'm not sure. Maybe they got some coming up. I know Harry Fury got a fight date coming up. I want to say May 7th. I'm not sure. So stay tuned this weekend because Savannah Marshall is fighting on Sky Sports. They may announce that. So we're going to see. Let me see. So AJ talk about him. Deontay Wilder still, up in the air. We're going to come back. Okay, so it looked pretty much the same. It's a couple of changes. Number 8, Aslan Beck. Now he comes back in the rankings. Y'all remember last month, every Russian fighter was rated, not rated. So I guess he's claiming Canada now. So he's been living and training out of Canada, so he can continue his career and stuff like that. Coming off his win over Morris Watt, that was a decent fight. So so he get back in the rankings. Number 13, Kevin Lorena. He's in the rankings. He just beat Bogdan Dinu for Intercontinental title, over the weekend. Stopped him in 4 rounds. So he moving up to cruiserweight. We'll see how he can deal with the guys, the much bigger guys and stuff like that. Let me see, Tony Yoka. So number 10, Martin McCauley versus number 14, Tony Yoka. That's pretty decent right there. That's May 14th. Looking forward to that. Andrew Ruiz talks about him facing Louis King Kong Ortiz, Joseph Parker. Some stuff came out today about him facing Joe Parker in the summer. That's a big time fight. I mean, excuse me, Joe Joyce. I'm sorry. So Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker. That looking like it's gonna go down in the summer. So hopefully it does, man. That's a good fight. So yeah, but yeah, nothing too crazy though. You know what I'm saying? Only one new entry really, and then Oslenbeck comes back in at number 8. You know what I'm saying? So he repping Canada instead of Russia. So it is what it is. So we're gonna see what happens with these fight dates with Usyk and AJ, and then everything else should fall in line. So we'll see. All right, moving down to cruiserweight. So we got the super champion Austin Gallimari, and he's supposed to face Igorov. That's his mandatory. That's a Russian fighter. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. That fight got postponed. I'm not even sure. If they're not going to do that fight, then I would love to see a unification in this division. But we'll see. You got Dorticos right there. I know the regular champion Mahari. Now he was supposed to fight Tashenko, but the whole Russian thing, that fight got postponed. So maybe Mahari versus Dorticos. I think they were supposed to fight before. I'm with that. So we'll see. You got Badu Jack up in there. Number 4, Kukenbayev. He just fought. I think he's a mandatory for one of these. But I don't even know how they be working this out. But I know he just fought, got a victory. Chris Bella Smith. He gonna run the back with Tommy McCarthy. I like that. I would love to see Brandon Glenn back up in there, number 8, versus Apochi. Run that back. Put that on the PBC card. That'd be nice. Mike Perez has had a victory. Arslan, he just had a victory too. He's like 51, 52 years old. You know what I'm saying? I see Badu Jack up there. So we're gonna see, man. This division, I think it can be real. You know, we can talk about it a lot if these guys, the top guys, fighting each other. Myers Breeder's got a fight coming up May the 11th. He got to go down to Australia, faces IBF mandatory. Wakabu, you know, he's with Don King, so I don't know when he gonna fight again, but he was trying to put his name in the Canelo sweepstakes. I hear Zerto just called him out, and then Lawrence Okoli, you know what I'm saying? He may be the best one in this division actually because Merz Breeze is kind of on his downside, and Cody looked okay his last fight, even though it wasn't the best performance, but he one of those guys that's hard to beat. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, moving down to light heavyweight. So Dimitri Bivol is going to defend his title versus Canelo Alvarez May the 7th. We all know about that. The WBA gonna go ahead and sanction that fight. So y'all see they got no war by his name. So y'all know what it is going on with Russia and Ukraine. And the rankings look pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned, Zerdo number 2. He talking about going up to face Makabu. We're gonna see if that happens. But Waxy got a good fight. Number 3 versus number 7. That's May 21st on the zone. I like that. Match on the zone. That's a good fight. Callum Smith is he's supposed to come back sometime. Maybe on the Usyk AJ undercard versus Matthew Brotherly. That's a pretty decent fight. That may be on the WBC side of things. Let me see. And that's about. I mean, Richard Balagnas is coming back tomorrow. He's fighting in Spain. Um, so we're gonna see how he look coming off the Joshua Waxy KO loss. So we're gonna see. I want to see Yard back in the ring. Maybe Yard can hop on that unification on the card with Joe Smith Jr. versus Arthur Beterbiev. That's penciled in for June the 18th, and that'd be a good look. I think Yard is number 1 in the WBO, so that's a good look. So yeah, light heavyweight coming along. That's a big time fight though, unification. Hopefully that comes to pass. You know what I'm saying? All right, 168. So we got Canelo Alvarez, of course, undisputed. PDH Big Dog in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Haplotype in the building. Salute to you, bro. Salute to y'all. All right, so we got Canelo Alvarez. Of course, we already know his situation. He's going up to 175. Dave Morrell is coming back June the 4th versus number 10, Calvin Henderson. So Calvin Henderson came into the rankings last month out of the blue. He had a comeback victory after suffering his first loss. So y'all already know what it is. I think he signed a new deal with the PBC or something like that. And then Damon Nicholson's another guy who came in out the blue. So yeah, so maybe them guys are in line for a fight. Number 1, you got Adios Yaspanuli. Now, this guy right here, he's the mandatory for, I think he's for Dave Morrell. He's actually in training camp with Canelo Alvarez. So y'all just go figure how that works out because that's a potential opponent. But I guess it don't matter this day or time. John Ryder. Now, John Ryder just came out the victory over Danny Jacobs. He got hopes on getting the Canelo sweepstakes in December. You know what I'm saying? If all goes well. Caleb Plant's supposed to come back against Anthony Durrell. I like that fight. Let me see. Eric Bison, he just got a good win. Rocky Fielding coming back on the Pro Bellum show coming up. I think April 22nd. That's on the Casamero undercard. Casamero versus Paul Butler. Who else? Who else? Berlinga. Then he coming off that unimpressive victory over Steve Rose. Now he's penciled in for June the 11th. We're gonna see if he's healthy enough to make that quick turnaround. But we're gonna see, man. I think he need to go back to the drawing board. So yeah, we'll see, man. I like this division. You got David Benavidez. He got a fight coming up May 21st. Um, Zach Parker versus Demetrius Andrade for the WBO interim title. That's May 21st. So it's some stuff cracking, man. We're gonna see how everything falls into place after Canelo. Let's say Canelo beat Bivol, like everybody is expecting. Then he fight Triple G, which everybody is expecting. That'd be probably be his last fight at 168. You know what I'm saying? So then that'll open up a lot of these belts, and then we can get some good fights going on. So we're gonna see. All right, middleweight. So Morales is gonna face Triple G. That's next week, April the 9th. You know what I'm saying? Triple G is in Japan right now, so that's a good sign. Everything look good. So that's a unification. We're gonna see. Now Lara, now he was pencil in, or it was in talks to face Jose Benavidez for the Tank Davis undercard. And Jose Benavidez, has a scheduling conflict. He can't make the fight. So that fight is off. So you may see Lara in with another opponent and probably look at this top 15 to probably see who he may fight. So process of elimination, you'll see. That's how you can figure it out. But it would make sense for him to face Chris Eubank because Chris Eubank was the interim champion. They're trying to consolidate. Most of all the interim champions, they got an opportunity to face somebody. So we're gonna see. Okay, so Chris Eubank, I heard something about him come back in the summer, but we're gonna see. He's been trying to chase the Kell Brook fight. Jaime McGill, it looks like now he's gonna fight Danny Jacobs at like a catchweight 164. That looked like his pencil win for June the 11th. They still negotiating. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Who else? Zanabek number 7 versus number 8, Danny Diggum. Now that's going to be for the WBO interim title. That's May 21st as well. So the winner of that, they have to wait for Andre. If Demetrius Andre, because he's still the champion at 160, if he beats Zach Parker, he has 10 days to inform the WBO that he's going to which division he want to campaign in. If he lose, the winner of this fight right here, what I'm saying, Janabek versus Diggum, they're gonna be the full WBO champion, and they fighting on the same day. So that kind of put pressure on Andre to make up his mind and stuff like that. So we're gonna see. We want to see might see some new champions and stuff like that. Number 10, Amilcar Valdal. He's fighting this weekend in Argentina, I believe. Kind of a stay busy fight, so he may get an opportunity. So I'm looking at it. If you want to do process of elimination for Lara, it got to be Valdal. He fights on PBC. And then Rosario, former unified champion. So those two names probably stick out to me. But I would love to see a Eubank fight. Even Lynn Williams facing Lara. I mean, he got to fight. He haven't fought in approaching a year, so we're gonna see. Christopher Osley. Now he got a fight date coming up too. Now it's supposedly be Emma Williams. We're gonna see the announcement. That's April 30th on the Taylor Serrano undercard, but we're gonna see. They're still working on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, middleweight division. Of course, I want to see the big fights and stuff. We know Charlo fighting Selecki and Triple G, and Morata touched on that, and then Andre going up to 168. So yeah, we're gonna see. And 154. So yeah, we got Undisputed popping off. You know what I'm saying? They rescheduled that May 14th. You know what I'm saying? With that, the boxing session in the building was good, bro. Salute. So yeah, that's what's up, man. That's great news right there. They're gonna run that back after it got delayed. So Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano. That's May 14th on PBC. Showtime on PBC. So that's what's up. So number 1 versus number 2. Now they got ordered to negotiate. They had the first fight was controversial. Where Renoff had hurt Sorro and they was punching after the bell. So it's still on the record as a TKO victory, but it was crazy at the end. So they're gonna run it back, which I thought they should. Johan Gonzalez, that's a high ass ranking to get up there. He got a high ranking. He coming off a knockout victory he fought on the Panama show not too long ago. That's the highest ranking. So if you go look at his resume, he got a bunch of knockouts. I think his resume is like 28 or 29-0 with all knockouts. No, he got one loss. So 29-1, 29 knockouts. So it's one of those glossy records you see. Kerman Lajara, now he's facing off against Metcalf. I think that's like May 22nd, something like that. That's a good fight. That's a good matchup. Lynn Williams is facing off against Jesse Vargas. That's April 30th. Taylor Serrano on the card. Yo Elvis Gomez should be back. He's fighting Jorge Cota. That's May 21st. David Benavidez versus David Lemieux. With that, Carlos Adames. Now he waiting for the WBC. They might order a fight with him versus the highest rated guy. So Zoko coming off a good victory. Conway. Troy Wilson had a life and death situation. His last week, he got dropped and he was, he barely got the win in that fight. Charles Conwell, he's a sound pro bellum, so hopefully he gets some popping. You know what I'm saying? Abbas Baru had a nice comeback victory. So yeah, 154 is still hot because we got some big fights starting next week. Lubin versus for Fundora. That's for WC interim. On the undercard, you got Harrison versus Sergio Garcia. That's a good time. That's a big time fight. And of course, the undisputed fight made the 14th. So yeah, I still like 154. All right, 147. So we got the big fight coming up April 16th. Boxing First Blog in the building. What's good with you, bro? How you doing, bro? Salute to you. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you coming through for sure. So we got the big fight coming up. Ugas versus Spence. We seen them guys workouts the last couple of days. You know, seen Spence today, looking real good. So that's April 16th, big time fight. Butayev is going to face Stanionis on that undercard. That's on free Showtime though. That's not on the pay per view portion. So that's a good fight too. That's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? You still got Virgil Ortiz, number one. Now, I seen that Oscar said he may be back soon, coming off that ailment he had to pull out the fight with Michael McKinson. Hopefully, everything is 100 with him. I'm thinking it's time to move up. If he's struggling to make the weight, if it's weight related, might be time to move up. But I just wish everything's straight with him. You got Boots. He's fighting May 14th versus Cusio Clayton. That's for the IBF final eliminator. You got Keep Up in there. He might. I mean, he may get the Bud fight if Bud, signs with PBC. We're gonna see. That's been talked about and stuff like that. Conor Ben, he coming back April 16th versus Chris Van Heerden. Magistrate just had a tough, close fight with Taraz, number 9. That was a good fight. It was close. You know what I'm saying? Michael Fox, we still haven't heard from him in a minute. Michael Fox versus Jamal James makes sense to me. Jesus Ramos is actually campaigning at 54, but he should, he just fought. Maybe he'll get another one in the summer. Maybe another one in the back end. Actually, Ramos and Palmella was scheduled to fight last year, but it got pushed back and never happened. So we're gonna see. They still got Mario Barrios in there. You know what I'm saying? So this is a new entry right here, number 15, uh, Jose Rosa. You know what I'm saying? So got to tap in with him. So yeah, man, we want to see the big fight. You know what I'm saying? Earl and Ugas, the winner of that face Spence. I mean, excuse me, the winner of that. I'm saying Spence because I'm picking him to win, but the winner of this fight, get the 3 belts, should fight Bud. It should be no other fight. You feel me? But we're gonna see how this business plays out. All right, 140. We got undisputed champion Josh Taylor, who, what I'm saying, he barely kept this shit. He said, I'm more looking forward to Butev staying on as crazy as on free side. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I like that it's on free though. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. And they got Brandon Lee on free too. So I'm with. I like the whole undercard. I'm buying it though for sure. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I take free. So Josh Taylor, he kept his belts. Close fight with Jack Calderon. The WBA actually ordered him versus Alberto Playo, number 1. He fights on PBC, trained by Ismail Salas, tall southpaw. They got 30 days. I think the deadline is next week. I forgot the day. I don't remember, but the deadline coming up. So maybe I think it's like April the 8th or something. I don't know, but it's coming up. So y'all may hear some news. So that right there kind of forces um, Josh Taylor to either make this fight with Playo or vacate the title. So if he vacate a title, that means the rest of them is probably gonna follow. So this is just as this is a stepping stone right here. This is the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm pretty sure he already made up his mind. He's moving up to 47, but I guess he's just riding it out to the last minute. Because you never know. Like you may get a bomb ass offer to fight this guy on the PBC. You know what I'm saying? You never know. If they giving out bread like that to Canelo and stuff like that, maybe they can work something out with Josh Taylor. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. But my money, I think he gonna vacate. And if he vacates, you got number 1 versus number 2, which makes sense. But it's a WBA. I can even see Tank sliding in there to face Playo. You never know, bro. He was just a regular champion in this division, so you already know. Let me see who got something coming. Sandor Martin, he's fighting tomorrow in Spain. Regis Prograde, he's the WBC mandatory for Jose Zepeda, so we should see that fight sometime. Let me see. Galashev may have a fight coming up. Lewis Brisson this far. You got Gary Antoine Russell. He has to drop down a spot, but I'm pretty sure he should have something. He should have some pretty soon. I like to see him versus back to Akhmadev. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Akhmadev fought Barrios, gave him a tough fight. We still got Catterall in there. Dalton Smith down here at the bottom. Backhoff, he just signed with Probellum, I believe. I just saw him fight. So you got some young guys in the rankings. Igadashev is up in there. Look, I know Igadashev was in talks with Gary Antoine Russell too last year, but I know he been having promotional issues. But I think he re-signed with Salida, so that's a good ass fight too. So we're gonna see how this stuff plays out. But 140 is one of the highest divisions, and once Josh Taylor vacates, this shit is gonna go crazy, similar to what happened when Bud vacated when he was undisputed. So we're gonna see. All right, 135. So we got the big fight. That's what's up. They finally got this fight made. He said, I see a buyout. He said Frank Martin fighting in May or June. I'm not even sure. I don't know. I was trying to get that too. Um, it makes sense for him to fight on Tank's undercard, right? You know what I'm saying? It makes sense because even though I don't know if he like in line for that fight, but it makes sense to showcase lightweights on that card or light, guys close to that weight. So I would say shit, fight on Tank's card. Maybe give him a nice opponent. I don't think it's gonna be Fortuna, but that'd be a good name. Jezreel Corrales or anybody that's gonna give him a tough fight. So I would say Tank's on the card. My boy Tay in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Chin Smoke in the building. Let me get to you. Chin Smoke in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. He said link. Yes, sir. Yeah, drop your link in the chat. I bet. We're gonna move to this one right here. So yeah, Cambosis, man. Listen, Cambosis and Devin Haney. I'm glad this fight got made, yo. After all the BS, and it's just crazy. But I'm glad it's getting made. That's June the 4th on ESPN. Down in Australia. So they just announced that. That's dope. I'm looking forward to that. The true undisputed. So yes, sir. I'm with that. Tank versus Broly. This is a mandatory fight for the regular title. We're gonna see if those guys gonna consolidate. Me myself, I don't even think the winner of this is really gonna get ordered to face the winner between Haney and Cambosis. They understand the business of what's going on. I would say I like Tank to beat Broly, so I'm thinking Tank maybe face guys like Michelle Rivera, even Jezreel Corrales, who actually won a WBA eliminator in Panama not too long ago. So I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Speaking of Michelle Rivera, he just won last week. I mean, he looks so. Not the best that I've seen him, but he kept the jab out there, won the fight with the jab, so that's cool. I see a new entry though. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it. Gary Cully, he just won not too long ago. Stopped Vasquez. Teofimo actually moved to 140, so this is obsolete. Williams Zepeda. Jojo Diaz, he just came in number 9. So Jojo versus any of the top guys makes sense. I know he's coming back off the loss with David Hayden, so he probably want to get a fight in. But yeah, bro, I like JoJo in this spot. I like JoJo in this weight division. You know what I'm saying? But he just need to. It depends who he fight and stuff like that in the matchup. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin is number 11. My man just mentioned him, so I'm not sure when he coming. It would have made sense for him to fight on Spencer Ugas on the card, but I think it made sense for him to fight on Tanks on the card as well. You know what I'm saying? Just give him some exposure. So that's what it is. So we know what's going on at the top of this division for sure. 130. We got Roger Gutierrez as the champion. His mandatory is Hector Luis Garcia. He said he should be fighting. He should have been fighting for eliminator. Oh, you talking about Frank Martin and eliminator? Yeah, he got to work his way up there. You know what I'm saying? And those guys moving him a certain situation, a certain way. So yeah. So what's your thoughts on the contrast? You talking about with Haney though, man? I don't care. I don't care, yo. Because real talk. I know I'm in this boxing shit, whatever you want to call me, a plug, insider, whatever you want to call me. But I go back to the essence of boxing, where it was about the fights. Like I ain't know nothing about that shit. growing up watching Sweet Pea and all these guys growing up and shit. I don't know how much money these guys made. Nowadays, we know everything. What type of shoes they wear, their girlfriend, all types of shit. So honestly, bro, I don't even care. The fight is June the 5th. It's on regular ESPN. I'll be tuned in. That's all that really matters. JoJo versus Frank Martin. That's a good fight, but I doubt it though. You know what I'm saying? PBC, Golden Boy. I'm being realistic, but I would love that fight though. He said O'Shaquie Foster should be fighting the WC. He already did. He fought one. He's the number one mandatory. Like he fought a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you've seen it. He started off slow, got the ring rust off of him. Then he got back in the groove midway through the fight. Then he dropped dude late in the 12th round to seal the deal. It was an 8-4 type of fight. You know what I'm saying? So he gets he should be getting Robeson Castellano, or he may get the winner between Shakur and Valdez. We'll have to see. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good comeback performance by him. All right. Let me see. He said, yeah, he a nice that one too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. All right, so moving to 130, Roger Gutierrez is the champion. His mentor is Hector Luis Garcia. We seen him beat up on Chris Colbert, and so he got the spot. Now I'm guessing this fight gonna get made pretty soon. I think it's gonna be on the PBC side. Reason why I say that is because PBC made the Colbert Gutierrez fight. They had to go to purse bid, so it was easy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing they can do the same thing. Maybe the most money he can make. And I actually see this fight on the undercard of Mark Macedo versus Ray Vargas, May the 9th. That's a good card. That's a good undercard fight for that one. But we'll see. I may be wrong, but that's just me. What's good, TS Boxing? He said, "Where is that guy, Foster Fart from Uzbekistan or something?" I think he's from Uzbekistan, some Tenzabek. I don't know, but yeah, Muhammad Yakovov. I don't see him in these rankings yet, but yeah, he fought him a couple weeks ago. Salute, yeah, salute to you, bro. But you got Jono Carroll up in the mix. He won an eliminator. Number three, Andrew Rodriguez won an eliminator, so maybe them two can fight. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach still up in there, Golden Boy fighter. I like to see him get in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Otar, number five, he fought on Showbox in January. I like him. He nice with it. Jaime Abaleta, we got some decent names in here. Number 10, Joe Cordina. Now, he's in talks to face the IBF champion, Kanishi Ogawa. And then they may slide that on the AJ Usyk undercard, Usyk AJ undercard. So we're gonna see. So yeah, yeah. All right, we're moving on. 126. So Leo Santa Cruz is still the super champion. Now he's supposed to face Lee Wood, right? At least seen what Lee Wood did in his last fight. That was a hell of a fight with him and Michael Collins. So props to them two. But they should be ordering this fight pretty soon. If Leo Santa Cruz, decides to move up, then they're gonna make Lee Wood the full champion. So we're gonna see. Thomas Patrick Ward just came in at number one. You know what I'm saying? He just fought last week. You know what I'm saying? This division is picking up a little bit with the new champions and stuff like that. Mark Marcelo, WC, Josh Warrington, this guy his IBF back, and then Manuel Navarrete. Now y'all ain't heard much from him because he's going through some promotional issues with his Mexican promoter Zanford. So I don't know how long that's gonna keep him out. But yeah, you got some decent fighters. I see Michael Collins up in there. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? He didn't drop too far. Brandon Figueroa was number two. He dropped to number five. Let me see. Ray Ford. Christopher Diaz comes in number nine. He fights on top rank. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I want to see some unifications in this division. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to heat up some more. I know Gary Russell's still lingering around. Maybe he can get some smoke. We'll see. 122. This is another good division. MJ is a unified champion. His mandatory is Ronnie Rios. He got two mandatories back to back, the WBA Rios and the IBF Marlon Tapala. So this fight, now they got a deadline like April 23rd or some shit like that to face, the WBA order that. I'm thinking it's gonna go on the Canelo on the card. That makes sense to me, especially if it's gonna be on pay-per-view. But we're gonna see where they put it at. Of course, you got the big fight with Stephen Fulton versus Dave Ramon, June the 4th. That's a big time fight, unification. You know what I'm saying? Now let me see. So you got Zach. Zach is number two. I believe he just got a victory not too long ago. Kameda won the eliminator, so I don't know how all these guys win the eliminators for which belt. They should just fight each other and eliminate that. I see Lee McGregor came in at number five. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he's moving up from 118. So okay, Kameda, he's my bad, not Kameda, but number four, uh, Dohan. He just fought last weekend. He got a victory. So salute to him. Mike Plana, number six. Now I seen some talks about him versus Rais Salim. That's a good fight. We gotta figure out where they're gonna put it at though. So I was thinking it was gonna be on the Charlo on the card. So they got another fight that took that place. So maybe I mean all these fight dates. Maybe it can land on the Benavidez card. Maybe it can land on the Tank on the card. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gonzalez, number eight. Now he's a southpaw. I guess he signed with PBC because he's on the Charlo Castano undercard. He's the first fight of the show, so I don't know. Maybe he got a new deal with them. That's what's up if that's true. So we're gonna see. 118. We're gonna touch on that. We got a big fight that's got announced today. We're gonna touch on it. Let me see. Oshaki versus Valdez next or Conseil. Um, Shaki versus you mean Shakur next or Conseil? I'm gonna say it's Conseil though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it's Conseil. What's our last fight was dirty, bad ref. Yeah, that was on Showtime. It'd be interesting to see Davidson's fighters at 122. Yeah, he got my man moving up. Man in the building. What's good with you, bro? I think we got a chance to see Gary Antoine versus. Do we think you got a chance to see that fight? Antoine versus Sandor Martin. Um, that's a good fight. I don't know how that's gonna work politically, but that's a good fight because he's a matchroom guy, and you know, PBC ain't really rocking with matchroom too tough. But that's a good fight though. You know what I'm saying? That's a good test for Gary Antoine because you're facing a boxer who is skilled, but somebody you probably got all the advantages of, and you can have that common opponent with Mikey Garcia. But I like the fight. I'm not sure if it's realistic. I'm thinking a guy like Bakhtir Akhmadev, the guy who fought Barrios on the Spence Porter undercard. That kid. He also fought on Tank's undercard versus Barrios. That one. That's the one I see for Gary Antoine. He said Lucas is a decent dude. Yeah. He gave Tug hell. Andrew Charles in the building. Salute to you, bro. Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, he can fight, bro. I like that fight. This is yeah, they ain't, yeah. I know, man. I wish I didn't have to say that shit, but I gotta keep it a buck. He said, "Do you know what's going on with the WC at 130?" And Wilder Ramirez, Conseil, Oshaki Foster. All yeah, man, that shit is crazy. Me myself, I think it's Oshaki Foster versus Conseil. I know Ramirez won one on the Tank undercard. That shit is weird. So I think it's gonna be Foster versus Conseil final eliminator. I think they'll order that. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ramirez get it too. So yeah, it's a tricky situation. It's crazy, man. I don't even know. He last fought Agendas. Yeah, yep. Mendez, exactly. And Mendez, now that's an opponent for Frank Martin. I don't know if my man's still in the building. Agendas Mendez versus Frank Martin. Because Frank Martin's still growing. You feel me? So we don't want to stick him in too quick. I know they said JoJo. Somebody said JoJo earlier in the chat. I'm cool with the fight, but I mean, I gotta think like this. I gotta think like how these promoters and managers be thinking. You know what I'm saying? To make it my content as real as possible. You feel me? So Jonas Mendez, he done fought everybody. If you can beat him, you can move on to bigger and better things, it seems like. He like the PBC gatekeeper. Let's do that one. You feel me? I thought Frank Martin got hurt his last. Yeah, early in that fight, he got hit with overhand right, but he came back. So 118. So just announced today anyway versus Donegal running back. That's what, June the 7th in Japan. I like that. That's three belts. John Ray Casamero supposed to face Paul Butler this month, uh, April 22nd. I think that's in UK though, Pro Bellum show. So I'm with that. Rashid Warren, he's number one. I like to see him face Gary Antonio. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing about Gary Antonio versus number six, Jonas Sultan. I mean, I can see that fight sliding on the tank undercard or something like that. I can see that. Emmanuel Rodriguez, number seven, he just had a comeback win, body shot over the weekend. So they can miss and match any of these guys. Warren versus Rodriguez, I take it. You know what I'm saying? Melvin Lopez is facing somebody. I think he's facing Cardenas for an eliminator. Some crazy shit. I don't know. Let me see. So yeah, Saul Sanchez, he been looking good now. Undefeated prospect. So yeah, I like this division. I want to see Rashid Warren get an opportunity. I feel like he ain't capitalized on that performance he had last year, and we don't never see him get knockouts like that. He been on the shelf, so hopefully he get on one of these cards coming up. Maybe on one of these new Fox shows that's gonna come out. 115. This is another hot division. Juan Francisco Estrada. Now he got ordered to fight Joshua Franco. That purse bid might be coming up. I know they're negotiating, so sometime next week y'all might hear some news about that Estrada versus Franco. And I heard they was trying to make this fight Estrada Franco and Bam versus so Ramasai on the same card in San Antonio. That'd be dope as hell. I'm with that. Let's make that. They got a new IBF champion, Fernando Martinez. He dethroned Cajas, and Cajas supposed to activate his rematch clause. He had a certain amount of time. I'm not sure if he did it or he gonna want to move up. I know he just got with the new strength coach, Memo Heredia, so we all remember him. So maybe he moving up. And Ioka, that's another one. He may have to run it back with Dani Nietes. I think that's his mandatory. But I want to see him versus Chocolatito, honestly. That's the fight I want to see. But we'll see. Chocolatito coming off that good performance. He's number one. I mean, he's he's the man in the division to me, and he don't got no belt. They go down the Nietes number three. That's another a good top Filipino fighter. He kind of passed it a little bit, but he alright with it. He's still skilled. Let me see. Charlie Edwards. This kid from Mexico, David Cuellar. The dude can punch, yo. I seen him on ESPN Plus a couple times in one of those shows in Mexico. They got Cajas all the way down at number 15. Jimenez is fighting next week, April the 8th, on the Sean Boxing show in the Dominican Republic. So you tap in with that. That's gonna be on YouTube for sure. All right, we'll move down to flyweight. Yes, sir. We almost home though. Salute to you guys in the building. He said hi there. He said let me see. Frank Martin be ready in a year. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. D-Ray Promotions in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. He said, slap the like. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Feel free, tap in. He said, let me see. Ramasai might be too much for Bam. If his mindset is right, I remember him simping over. Yeah. Um, Shit, he's the mandatory. I mean, if Bam gonna beat Quadras and Quadras beat Ramasai, it was a technical decision. He might as well fight Ramasai. So shit. There ain't no going back now. People saying he's top 10 pound for pound and all this. So nah. Fight some Ramasai, bro. I'm with it. David Cuellar is the man. Yeah, I like him. Young fighter, strong, solid. Sultan could be a fill-in for Cass, right? Yeah, I heard something about that. I did hear that, but I don't know. We're gonna see. They're trying to get Casemiro, in the ring. I know he got some legal issues he got to deal with. He got a new manager, Igis Clemens. So, yeah, I did hear that though. I did hear that. We'll see. Casemiro, man, he be on one. All right, 112. So Artem Dafakana is the champion. I like him. I think he's decent. I like this division too. Look at all these champions they got. They need to unify, right? You got JC Martinez coming off the loss with Chocolatito. I'm thinking he's gonna move back down to face his mandatory Arroyo, who he fought in that fight in a crazy head clash. Sonny Edwards coming off another victory. I mean, I like Sonny Edwards. He's hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? His style might not be the most, whatever. It's to each his own. But he's gonna be hard to beat. If you ain't cutting that ring off and you ain't putting that consistent pressure and moving your feet, you're not gonna beat him. And I like to see him unify with JC Martinez. Junto Nakatani, he's fighting next week on the Triple G Murata undercard. I like this kid. Tall, southpaw that can punch. He beat up on Angel Acosta last year. That was a breakout performance for him. You know what I'm saying? So these rankings haven't changed. The only thing I see though, you know what though? It's cool though, kind of being behind the scenes and shit. I can't tell you all the secrets, but I had some communications with Felix Alvarado. Y'all know he moved up. He dropped his belt at 112. No, excuse me, 108. His IBF. He dropped his belt, and I asked him. I was like, "Yo, you should go after the WBA champion." And look at that shit right there. He's number 4. Now I ain't saying I did. I ain't saying I take no. I ain't taking no credit for nothing. You feel me? I don't take credit. I just trying to fill in the blank before anybody else do. That's all I do. But look, he come in number 4 though. So maybe they was already on that before I even mentioned it. So that's what's up. Ricardo Sandoval is the IBF mandatory. I like him. He's a good body puncher. He fights on Golden Boy. He supposed to be Sonny Edwards mandatory. So we're gonna see, man. Jay Bornea, and he's the IBF mandatory at 115. You know what I'm saying? So for Martinez, so I don't know if he's going back and forth. What's his name? Christoph Rosales. He's fighting next week, I believe, or some. He's fighting in a couple of weeks. He's fighting a WC eliminator at 112. No, excuse me. Yeah, this 112. So yeah, we're gonna see. But yeah, I got to holler at Phil Alvarado. You know what I'm saying? Get that Google Translate out. See what's good with him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's up. But this division need unification, and so is this one. You know what I'm saying? They got a little drama going on at the top in the WBA. I'm not sure. He said, "Nah, Quadras is faded. I know he dropped Estrada, but in the rematch, yeah." But I think, man, yeah, I feel you, but I ain't trying to hold Bam back though. I mean, everybody else telling me he's the next best thing. He's the youngest champion right now, I believe. I say let him go for his glory. You feel me? Let the chips fall where they may. Yeah, man, I be trying to make fights, yo, on my Twitter. If you ever follow me on Twitter, I be coming up with hella fire matchups, bro. Sometimes they be right, sometimes I be off. I don't care. It's just the me what I see, and if I see something, I might drop something. Sometimes it come to pass, yo. A lot of the times it come to pass, and if it don't, that shit make hella sense. Like today, I was like, Alexis Roaches should face Mean Machine next. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't tell me that's not a good fight for his development. You know what I'm saying? If he want to be a champion or fight the top guys, you gotta beat guys like Mean Machine. I mean, Virgil did, and they say Virgil can beat. After Virgil beat Mean Machine, I was hearing he can beat Keith. You know what I'm saying? Danny, Bud. I even heard he can beat Bud because he stopped him quicker than Bud did. Y'all know how we do. So, just be throwing out matchups, bro. Trying to stay in tune with this boxing shit. Um, okay, 108. So we got Kawaguchi. He was supposed to fight Bermudez, but Kawaguchi came up with an injury. That fight would have made sense on the Triple G Murata undercard because my man from Japan. But it may have an outside shot of making the Canelo card, and that's because Kawaguchi is managed by Eddie Reynoso. So he has one of his fighters on the card, Gabriel Venezuela. He's on the card. He's facing Montana Love on the card. So I can see Kawaguchi facing Bermudez, which is a mandatory fight. David or Daniel Matian, he was the interim champion. I know he's trying to get his opportunity as well. Gonzalez, he just fought last weekend. He got a knockout victory. You know what I'm saying? But look at all these champions. Well, the IBF is vacant. You know what I'm saying? Kenshiro got his belt back. You know what I'm saying? He looked good. And Jonathan Gonzalez, the WO champion, he should be back sometime on the Golden Boy show. So look out for him at 105. CP Fresh Smart. He's the man in this division to me. And you see all these champions and stuff like that. Uh, Prada Brisky, he just beat my man TBE. He got two losses now, so he beat him back-to-back fights to retain the WBC. That was earlier this week. Pretty decent fight. Rene Mark Quattro. He just defeated the guy. He just defended his title, and he got another fight lined up as well. And Taniguchi got a fight coming up too this month. Well, next month, April. But I guess it's April now, depending where you at. So yeah, this is like I say, when I get down this far, man, a lot of these guys, all these champions, four champions in the division, and we don't really come this far, really. And the rankings really don't change. We just don't really cover it that much because these guys small, they fight in Thailand and Philippines and shit like that, Japan. But if them guys, we can get a guy to be a star all at 115, it'd be all right though. It'd be a good look. I think Eric Rosa is young enough to do that. He's from the Dominican Republic. He got a little swag to him. He's like 20, 21 years old, but I don't know if he beating those top guys right now. So yeah. So that's it for the new WBA rankings, man. It wasn't nothing too crazy. Nothing, because normally they'll have people coming out the blue, but it's nothing too crazy. I think maybe the biggest thing was a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Lorena came in the rankings at number 13, so that's cool. Let me go back to lightweight. Jojo Diaz comes in. So some of these, sometimes when you see these guys come in the rankings, it lets you know what they may have planned. You know what I'm saying? What they may have, up their sleeve. Jojo haven't fought since December, and he been teasing a fight date as of late. I think he's gonna be at Ryan Garcia's card next week to call the fight or be the commentator. So maybe he's the winner of that. We never know. But I'm sure he may want to get a fight, you know, you know, probably like summertime or some shit like that. So we're gonna see. So him coming in number 9, that let me know maybe he going down the WBA route. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. So yeah, we're gonna see. But yeah, that's what it is though. I want to salute everybody coming out though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to do these rankings and stuff just to see forecast what's going on in the sport of boxing, as far as what these fighters are trying to do, promoters, all that good shit. So yeah, I do it for all four sanctioning bodies, and whenever they drop, then I'm gonna do a live on it. So that's how we rocking. So I want to salute everybody coming to the building for sure. You know what I'm saying? Dropping comments and all that good shit. I appreciate y'all time. You know what I'm saying? And that's it for me. I'm out.